Welcome to Man plus Calculus versus Wild. I'm your host, along with
Jean-Pierre Estayer.
my name is Walter Singleton Will.
Yes, and today we shall go where no man has gone before. The stark wilderness of Raleigh Sea. We already survived Caracas, Venezuela, a very dangerous city. Various times we almost got shot by the drug cartels, but we managed to survive. And now we're here in Raleigh Sea to face a challenge no more auspicious.
We will be on our own with our TI-83s and nothing but our trousers.
Yes, and we shall also combine 30 years of survival experience. My mate has formerly spent time with the Australian Aboriginals, while I have traveled the entire world. Nothing can faze us, except Barmelius, or perhaps Criticius Conradius. But we don't have to concern ourselves about Greek fables right now, because we're entering the wilderness. We may be here.
Get out, get out!
We're here! We're here! It's the wilderness! We're lost! We're lost!
We've arrived!
We're right! What are we gonna do? We're gonna do? What? It's so frightening!
It looks tropical almost.
It's tropical! No!
Let's try to find something we've seen before.
I want my mom! I need to remember miracles! And really rich! Here we are, dropped off at our remote location. All we have are our trousers, our calculator, and a knife. How should we start?
I suggest looking for tools.
Yes, I see no water around here. We need tools so that we can capture food.
And what?
Do you have any special skills?
Fletching and bow crafting.
You can
Those are my
craft bows.
specialties.
I can fish. All right, I'll make a rod.
Let's
and
break.
you make a bow.
Let's break. I'll become an expert at bow crafting in the land down under with the Aborigines. I learned that what you need some wood and some stones with a knife and a TI-84. And it's all set.
How long will it take Will to create the bow and arrow? Assuming he shaves the wood at a rate of 5 minus t, the initial wood weighs 20 pounds and the final bow and arrow weighs 9.5 pounds. We can use integration from 0 to x to determine that s of t equals 5x minus 1/2 x squared, and then considering the difference between the initial and final weights, we can set that equal to 0 and find that it will take Will 3 minutes to create the bow and arrow out of the initial wood.
Now that my fine handiwork is done, with all the attachments it needed, like my sight, and my arrows, made 3 of them, we're ready to hunt. There's a hare over there. Can you see it? Let's see if I can get it on the first shot. Oh, it looks like a miss. Blimey. Let's try that again. Take 2. Dang it! My third and final arrow. We'll see how it goes. That one was closer. Looks like we're gonna have to track it. After hours of tracking, we finally captured our first rabbit. He's gonna be full of protein-packed meats and a great dinner for later. We'll need those extra calories from our hunt today. Gratefully, he has fur too that we can implement in our future hunts. Thankfully, I had my TI-83 to calculate the trajectory needed to shoot my arrow close to his vital organs.
Every good survivor man knows that he needs to find water before he can survive. Humans constantly need water. If you don't drink water for 72 hours, you will be dead for sure. Therefore, while trusty Walter was finding a hot hare I decided to find a stream, and behold, I found one. I'm gonna fill up my margarita glass and have a swig. I wonder at what rate the height of the water is rising in the margarita glass. Oh wait, it's irregular, and it's not a parabola. Even the most powerful of calculator cannot figure this problem out. I guess I'll just have to use my calculus elsewhere. Maybe I should fish. As well learned how to fashion a cross from wood from the Aborigines, so I learned to fashion a rod from the Nicaraguan savages. I tracked the stream to a pond, and now I shall try to catch some dinner. I wonder at what rate my lure is moving back towards me.
Assuming that the height of Juan is 2 meters, the depth of the pond is 2 meters, and the length of Juan's cast is 50 meters, and that Juan is pulling in the lure at a rate of 3 meters per second, we can find that 2a dA dt equals 2b dB dt, then find dA dt, and knowing that a equals 3 when b equals 5 by the Pythagorean theorem, we can find that the rate at which the lure approaches Juan is 5 meters per second.
Crucified man makes me silent. Quick. Let's get those bloody geese!
Those geese were just too vicious for my taste.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, and those wicked birds. And I didn't catch any fish. But this area is very resourceful. Perhaps we'll find something else. Wait,
Look ahead.
there's bamboo!
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 Bamboo! 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
Even though
essential
that-
to stay fit in nature.
Yes, these are the bamboo plants, which are from Asia. And as you know, Asia is very important in the world of mathematics. Even though they're called Texas instruments, they're from Asia. And the Asians who make them, they just eat bamboo every day. That's why they're so intelligent. You see, Will and I are very... Oh,
One should take extreme caution when using natural resources for exercise.
yes, we are trained professionals, and even we commit mistakes. You think we've been doing quite well, Will, don't you?
I do. It's a mighty nice view from up here.
Spectacular. Sometimes, when I'm in nature, like this, I truly feel connected to the natural man. What must he have felt when he roamed the woods? What he could eat, or what his hands could find? What he could drink was the nearest river. Every tree, a potential toad. What do you think, Will?
I think that's spot on, mate.
Sometimes I wish I could just return to the halcyon days, when man had no limitations of justice. He didn't have to go to calculus class and solve integrals, sit for 90 minutes, take tests. He didn't have to take AP tests. He didn't have to drive around. He didn't have to be concerned about global warming. Sometimes I want to find whoever established society and stab him with a knife.
That seems a bit harsh.
It's not harsh at all. This is the two bliss of nature. You know the transcendentalists?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, there's some really intelligent people. Sometimes I just want to return to the woods and never come out. Never solve another integral, never read another book, never meet another girl. Just live in the woods in my natural bliss.
Assuming that Juan talks for 90 seconds about philosophy, how many books could he create on his thoughts? Using the formula b of x equals x times e to the x squared over 4, we can integrate from 0 minutes to 1.5 minutes and find that Juan could create 1.06 books on his philosophical thoughts.
Believers is cold. Oh my goodness. This is cold in London. We're gonna have to cross it to get to civilization.
If one ever finds himself in a wilderness situation where survival is the only option, they should try to find a stream to lead them to civilization.
Yes, and it's the rejuvenating waters of the earth. Serene.
What is the fluid force in the side of the shoe as it wades across the river? Assuming that the shoe is about equal to a trapezoid, and that the depth of the river is about 12 inches, we can find Ly, the formula of this line, as x equals negative 1/2 times y plus 2. Using the fluid force formula, and the knowledge that 0.036 is the density of water per cubic inch, we can integrate and find that the fluid force is 5.856 pounds.
It appears to be quicksand.
For how long have we been tracking this river, Will?
It's been 3 days.
Keep going.
Without food.
No food. Only that hair. And the fish. We almost got some geese.
This quicksand is mighty strong. I don't know how much farther I can make it.
You can. You can, Will. 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 Am I losing you, Will? Will. No.
I can't go farther, Juan.
Use the calculus,
I can't
Will.
go.
We didn't get this far to stop. Will. Do it for your mother. For the aboriginals. What they have stopped.
Do I have a choice?
You do not have a choice. Just go, Will. Just go. I think I split a cliff. We've almost made it. After hours of labor, we finally reached the cliff. Will's already started climbing it, but in one of my survival manuals, I read that over the cliff, there's a line of calculus bliss, like the Carolina hurricanes. There's an eccentric calculus teacher named, what is it? Meme? No, Kishu Mayfield, who teaches his students calculus. Supposedly, she's very friendly. Perhaps you could get something from her. Look, we've almost made it over the holy hill of calculus.
Climbing this cliff is the last step to our journey.
Yes, but it's getting more and more touchy. Let's continue.
On the other side is civilization. That's all we need to get to.
Yes, and maybe. Careful, Will. I think we underestimated the cliff, Will.
This is the hardest part.
No, what I'm saying?
I'm losing grasp.
No! Will! No! Will! Keep going. You got so far. I think I'm going with you, Will. No! 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 No!
Hello, I'm the producer, Ben Pope. We regret to inform you that this year's 2 contestants of Man plus Calculus versus Wild have died. They will be remembered with sorrow in our hearts and integrals in our minds. We will be back next year with another year of innocent, naive calculus students for next edition of Man plus Calculus versus Wild. Thank you for watching.
After hours of tracking, we finally captured our hare. It's quite cute. After hours of tracking, we finally killed our first rabbit. Look what I found here. I found a salamander. It's a great source of protein. He's moving around still. I better eat him quick. God, it's gross. Alright, it's good.
What is the fluid force on the side of the shoe as it wades across the river? Assuming that the shoe is about equal to a trapezoid, and that the depth of the river is... okay. Found an old medieval golf ball. We're going to try this out.
It's gone.